Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long was 1975. YouTubers on the rise, reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long was 1975.
Hey YouTube, Long Post 1975 and welcome to another Fat Friday video. A series of videos where I take a look at some of the more interesting things you can find to eat in the high street. Mouth's gone already. This whole Pavlov's dogs thing has totally bitten me in the ass. Apologies for the sound of the boiler clock, but not sorry because I quite like the sound of clocks and I need hot water. What do I have to eat this week? Earlier on today I was in Marks and Spencer's and I was in the big Marks and Spencer's by Showcase Cinemas, which means absolutely nothing to you unless you're from my neck of the woods. And this was in their new summer range. Well, new summer range, it's pretty much the end of summer now, to be fair, which is good if you are me, because I loathe summer. Bring on winter, I say. And so this is in their barbecue range, and it's British for Peri, just Peri, not Peri Peri, but Peri. British for Peri Chicken Dogs, Marks and Spencer's grill, high in protein. And to be fair, the traffic lights are pretty good. Now, I like hot dogs, but I like proper hot dogs. So by that I mean I like sausages, not that mechanically recovered crap that you get, you know, when you buy standard hot dogs in a jar or in a tin, which you cannot call meat by law in Europe. Anything that's mechanically recovered, you cannot call meat in Europe. It's one of the few fucking good things the EU did, but you can in this country for some reason. But yeah, not that shit. I like my hot dogs, especially if I do have a barbecue or go to a barbecue, to be basically sausages. And when it comes to sausages, I prefer chicken, because chicken is the food that God gave to appease everyone, apart from vegans, but that's their problem. And also, I don't trust anyone who doesn't like bacon. Seriously, suspicious. Anyway, so I saw these and I thought, chicken seasoned Peri hot dogs. I'm all over that. Dying here. There's some weight to this. Oh, well, bloody cocoa. This was a £5. This was a £5. Quite like Marks and Spencer's. They have excellent crisps and they have excellent hot sauce. Or so I thought, but we'll get to that momentarily. But yeah, 400 grams. Apparently serving suggestion is 1 per person. Apparently this serves 4. It's only a 1 chili rating. I know I generally don't get out of bed for anything that's less than 3 chili ratings, but I will make an exception when it comes to sausages. I am going to be eating them like hot dogs because, well, it's a barbecue thing, yeah, you've got to do it like that. But yeah, I will make an exception for, you know, sausages because I do like them. And they are seasoned. There is Peri seasoning. In fact, apparently you grill them. You can't do anything else. You can only grill them for 13 to 15 minutes. So I'm going to do them in the air fryer. Haven't done sausages in the air fryer yet, so quite looking forward to this. And I'm going to do them for 10 minutes. 8 minutes aside, making this shit up as I go along, 8 minutes aside at 180 degrees Celsius, because we can offer the Fahrenheit, obviously, and if it's grilling, it doesn't really get, I've got windy pops, excuse me, if it's grilling, it doesn't really give you a temperature, it just has a medium heat. Anyway, ingredients, chicken, 82%, I would bloody cocoa, then we have water, not too good there, red pepper, 4%, gluten, no, gluten-free breadcrumb, rice flour, chicken flour, chicken flour, okay, apparently, chili flakes, chili extract, ground spice smoked paprika extract. It's all about the extract and not the actual ingredient, I find, in these things. To be fair, right, basically, there's a decent chunk of heat in there for something that's only a 1 chili rating. But, like I said, I do like my sausages. I am only human. By the way, Robert says hello. Hello. He's not human. He's a tapeworm, obviously. But it doesn't mean he doesn't have good manners, so hello anyway. What do I have in Crisp Corner this week? I went back to that shop on North Street opposite the tobacco factory again. That means nothing to you unless you're from my neck of the woods. That has 3 racks of imported American crisps. And I got Lay's strong cheese and cayenne flavoured chips. Diabolically hot, apparently. I'll be the judge of that. The ones I had last week, which were Inferno, Crunch something, I can't remember. Inferno, jalapeno and cheese, and sour cream. They were fucking banging. They were absolutely banging, but they weren't that hot considering they were chucking the word Inferno around. But obviously, I start work at 9:30, and these are the reason that I can make it through 3:50 in the morning before I have my lunch. And also, Robert enjoys a crisp, if you will. But yeah, diabolically hot. Not sure about that. Not sure about that. The other one is not hot at all, but it's Lay's, and it's in that iconic restaurant range, because I did try their Pizza Hut margarita crisps and they were fucking amazing. Literally taste just like pizza. It reminded me of the crisps we used to get when I was a kid, but we don't get anymore, called Pizza. Who remembers those bad boys? But these are iconic restaurants. I don't know if I go as far as to say Subway is an iconic restaurant, but you know, it's been knocking around for a few years. Teriyaki. Don't think I've ever had a teriyaki flavoured crisp, so I was all over that. Also, I was in Burnham-on-Sea yesterday, and I picked up, because it was 2 for a £5, Cripple Cock Scrumpy. I'm not gonna lie, I bought it for the name. Anyway, a couple of, in fact, I've got a few, sorry, squeaky shoes, a few new additions to Eddie's Bar this week. Welcome to Eddie's Bar. Okay, so first things first. I bought this today. Peri Peri marinade in Marks and Spencer's. And basically, I tried it as a dip. I know it's a marinade, but marinade sauce, they're all the same thing. I tried it as a dip when I was in McDonald's earlier on a chicken nugget. And let me show you the correct way to serve this. If I can open a fucking bin, that is. Thank you. That stuff is nasty. It tastes like, I know it shouldn't, because I know it's peri peri, or peri peri. It tastes like seafood sauce. And I chugged my entire Sprite, and then I chugged the bottle of Sprite I had in my car, and I could not get rid of the bloody taste. Do not buy that. I know Marks and Spencer's have form, but that was nasty. Anyway, in a petrol station, sorry, I digress. In a petrol station on the way to Burnham-on-Sea, I saw this. I have not had it yet. It's a 5 chili rating. I'm not going to lie. I mean, it does look good. I do like a rustic sauce. I'm not going to lie. I bought it based purely and simply on the name Vampire Slayer. I mean, come on. Hopefully, I think that's because it's made by the Garlic Farm, but hopefully that doesn't mean it's loaded with garlic, because I'm not a massive fan of garlic, if you know what I mean. The other sauce I bought from Asda, called Las Chicas. It's a new range of Mexican food, like, you know, the kits where you can build your own tacos and you get the seasoning for the meat and stuff like that. I got Windy Pops again, sorry. I saw it and it was £1.50, and I thought it's only a 3 chili rating, but it meets my basic, you know, entry. So I thought, fuck it, I'll give that a go. Obviously the rules are simple. For every one I add, I have to polish off another one. I don't know if you can see it. It has been thinned out in a couple of areas. The other thing I bought is B&M had this triple pack, and it's called chip seasoning, and you get this and you season it, basically dry seasoning, so it's perfect for the air fryer, and you get chip shop curry chips. I haven't tried these yet, but I do like seasoning my chips in the air fryer. Sweet, I can't read that, sweet tomato and chili. I'm reading this through my viewfinder though, to be fair. And the final one is Chinese salt chili pepper. So yeah, these are basically dry seasoning for chips, and I love doing chips. This come out absolutely fantastic in the air fryer. So all absolutely banging stuff. Anyway, let's take a look at the weather. So it's muggy as tits. It's been muggy as tits all week, and it hasn't really rained. It's rained on and off today, but it's not killed the humidity. So it's about 25 degrees, but it's really, really close and warm. So I'm not a fan of that, because obviously I'll be going to bed later on and then flipping my hours and getting back up at 1 o'clock in the morning and watching Friday Night Tights, the greatest podcast on the internet. Trust me, you need to watch it. You will thank me. But interesting things that have happened this week. Wow. Do you remember at the start of the year where Coca-Cola pulled pulled Lilt off all the shelves? I don't know if you can read that because it's quite dark, but obviously this is Fanta, grapefruit and pineapple, formerly Lilt. So they pulled it all off the shelves, and they said at the time it was because it was not very popular, so they were rebranding it into the Fanta family to improve sales. So it was now going to be renamed from Lilt to Fanta, pineapple and grapefruit. But what the real reason they were doing it for, because it was printed in the newspapers, was they felt that it presented or projected a culturally inappropriate image of that part of the world and the people who were depicted, you know, drinking this beverage. I think they're referring to the commercials from the 90s, which were like harmless and actually really good, light-hearted fun. So yeah, that's the reason they pulled it off, and so it came back as Fanta, grapefruit and pineapple. So if that's true, then Coca-Cola, possibly you can tell me why, when I was in an import shop, I can't talk today, in an import shop yesterday in Burnham-on-Sea, I saw that everywhere else it's still fucking called Lilt. So basically you pulled it and you changed it because apparently it was offending someone, but just in this country, probably because of some fucking blue-haired Karen who wanted something to complain about this week. This is stupid and shit. I will drink this if I come across it in this, you know, variant Lilt, as I knew when I grew up. I will drink it, but, and to be fair, this was bought for me, I didn't buy it. Never fucking drinking this again. And I loved Lilt. You wankers, you absolute wankers. Why do we always pander to the smallest fucking minority? Anyway, enough of that. Let's get into these bad boys. Okay, so it is a pinch after 5 past 5. A bit late for me. I have had a McDonald's, but I'm still hungry, as is Robert. So let's get into these bad boys. I'm only going to cook 2 of them, and I'm going to have them both completely, you know, buck naked, because I want to taste, you know, the actual hot dog itself. I will be buttering my rolls. People always look at me like a weirdo when I do that. I'm sorry. When I have hot dogs, I butter my rolls. Try it. If you think that sounds stupid, try it. You'll thank me. You're welcome. Anyway, let's get into these bad boys. They do look quite beastly, actually. I don't know what it is. It's because I'm starving. There is seasoning. Good. I wouldn't say I'd go as far as to say that they're pokey, but there is definite seasoning in them. They're also quite soft. That's probably because they're chicken and they're not pork. So let's get these bad boys out. Put them in sharp. There is decent heft to them, actually. I'm not going to lie, there is decent heft. Reseal you. Bang you in there. I don't know why I'm giving you a running commentary. Wash my hands. Right, so where's my phone? Gonna need a plate for my baps. Also, I'm gonna need napkins. Again, seriously, don't buy napkins. Make them yourself. It's like free therapy. You'll thank me. You're welcome. I feel like Blue Peter when I do this. Old school Blue Peter from when I was a kid, not modern crap, completely correct shite Blue Peter. Anyway, Bosh. You know who drinks fucking Fanta, pineapple and grapefruit? Modern Blue Peter. You know who drinks Lilt? Old Blue Peter. Right, so, why are you hugging each other? Get a fucking root, I suppose you have. Right, Bosh. 180, windy pops. Stopwatch. Bang. So, I'm going to go next door. I have no idea. No Scooby whatsoever. What's on TV? I literally came back from giving my mate a driving lesson and I'm cooking because I'm hungry. So, I'm sure I'll find something, but going to piss off for... fuck it, I'm going to do it for 10 minutes. I'm doing it at 180 degrees Celsius before I cannot for the Fahrenheit, which is a pussy's temperature. So, yeah, I'm going to do it for 10 minutes aside, because ultimately, even if they're not pork, I like my sausages a little bit burnt it's the law, you have to have your sausages a little bit burnt. Also, though, I did touch the sausage. Awkward. Should wash my hands again. Gonna butter squeaky shoes. My baps. They're a bit small. I fear there might. They're a bit small. I fear there might be a little bit of overhang. Sorry, 5-second rule, can't eat it, and also can't throw it away. It goes in the food recycling bin, so honestly, you'll thank me for this. Don't you hate it when the baps, the rolls, the finger buns, whatever they are so flimsy that the bottom doesn't hold together? Kinda is. Right, I don't know hot dogs are yonks. Absolutely yonkers. Although you could argue these aren't hot dogs, I'm aware of that. I never said you put loads of it on when you butter it. Also, I am aware that when I do go to barbecues and I have hot dogs, I say, where's the butter? Why? I want to butter my hot dogs. I butter your hot dogs, yes. Yes, I do. Anyway, right, so hopefully that killed 2 minutes. I'm pissing off next door, and we'll come back in and flip these bad boys at 10. Overcooked that. I was watching The World at War on channel 27. See, I own The World at War on DVD, but the sign of a really good TV show or documentary or war, historian war documentary, such as The World at War, that it's really good. Is even when it's on TV, you get drawn in and compelled to watch it. So I guess I'll just do the next burst for 9 minutes. So let's have a look at these bad boys. Right, so, oh, look at that. Look how much they've swollen up. It sounded awkward when I say it like that. Right. There's your problem. The bottom's not flat. Sorry, I hope you're not getting motion sickness. Bosh. Right, so, on that side up. See, this is, honestly, this is how you should do sausages. Now, the smell in this room, if I do it like that, will it proper, no. We'll have to do it like that. The smell in this room is, there is a very slight smell of seasoning. I would not say I can smell any sort of level of heat, to be fair. I would not expect to for only a 1 chili rated sausage. But it does smell very, very nice in here. So, yeah, another 9 minutes, which brings us up to 25 to 6, which is a little late for my tea, I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, so let's go back and carry on watching 10 more minutes of The World at War, and then everything should be winner winner chicken dinner. So we're coming up to 19 minutes. So basically, I can't wait any longer. I'm absolutely starving, and the smell in here, there is definitely a teensy wincy bit, I can't believe I said that, of heat in the air. Certainly not much, and I'm not expecting these to be hot, but I would like that to be, you know, some form of seasoning other than just plain chicken hot dogs, you know. Right, so also I've decided, since this is my genuine tea, that I am going to dress one of them with Heinz hot ketchup. Spoilers, it's not hot, but it tastes better, and it doesn't taste as sweet as their regular ketchup. And also Heinz yellow mustard mild, cause down here, don't give a shit what anyone says. If you're going to put mustard on a hot dog, it has to be mild mustard. Although I think most people generally consider mild mustard to be dog mustard, don't they? And also, I got from Marks and Spencer's some cooked sliced onions. So let's get this bad boy out and see what they look like. Bing! Oh, look at that! It's huge! Can you see that? They've come up absolutely banging. As I said, you're probably saying, but Dave, they look burnt. Not correct. They look absolutely fantastic, and they're huge. Ow! and I'm a dumbass. But they are the perfect size for these baps. Now, excuse me, I am going to have to wash this because my OCD will not let me leave it. There's definitely a decent amount of seasoning going on, because when I washed the bottom of the air fryer, you could see how much was left, you know, kind of burnt onto the bottom. But let's get some of this on there. Good job there. Really? Thank you. And let's get a bit of this on there. It's not my prettiest work, I am aware of that. And let's get some of these on there. You should probably pan fry onions yourself, I am aware of that, but I quite like them when they're in a jar like this. I know. Taste. It's subjective. That'll do. Not my finest work. But this one, we're going to try like this, as nature intended. Is that going to shut? No, but fuck it. First world problems. Almost forgot. Fire extinguisher of choice. Thank you, son, by the way, for showing up and ruining my video. Fire extinguisher of choice. In honour of there being an actual lilt, I thought... Fuck it, where is it? There we go. I thought I'd have Diet Supermarket knockoff lilt, because it tastes better. Anyway, let's have a look at this bad boy here. So, Marks and Spencer's Peri Chicken Dog. Look at that. Look at that. Dying, dying, dying. So, 2 tiers in a bucket. Fuck it. First of all, the consistency is absolutely fantastic. Crispy on the outside, soft on the inside. You can see from its orange-esque texture that it is decently seasoned. Now, it's a 1 chili rating, but I can definitely taste seasoning. I can definitely taste spice. Tiny, ever such a little bit, tickle in the back of my throat and on the end of my tongue. Literally blink and you'll miss it. But it's just enough to make it taste utterly fantastic. Banging. In fact, once you chew it, when you get to the end of it, it's like it unleashes, you know, more of it. And yeah, it's really, really nice, really succulent. It's like, do you remember those peri chicken wings I had? This involves you having watched this series of videos, to be fair. I had from Iceland a couple of months ago that were knockoff Nando's. Yeah, it tastes like a very, very weak, watered down marinade of that. That's a 3 chili rating. I mean, you can feel a little bit of heat in this. Your mileage might vary. I can, and obviously it's not going to change your life, but it's obviously in there for, you know, what it does to the taste. These are banging. I would have these again. Unfortunately, they're a summer range, and unfortunately, they're a £5. But yeah, these are absolutely banging. So it's like a very, very mild kind of Nando-esque, you know, sauce, you know, chicken sauce, seasoning, marinade, if you will, to the sausage, but internally, if that makes sense. Honestly, they may be a £5, but I recommend you try. If you like sausages, who doesn't like sausages? And you like chicken sausages, because, well, you're normal, and you like, you know, a little bit of spice, I definitely recommend these. These are fantastic. These are the nicest sausages I've had in ages. The Asda 3 chili extra special sausages are nicer, but they were different because they were more so for heat. This is just, it's definitely a seasoning just for taste rather than, you know, effect, punch, if you will. But if you like them, you would definitely like these. I definitely recommend you give them a go. Windy Pops, but they are a fiver. Excuse me, palate cleanse. Oh, knock off supermarket level. Zero sugar. You never let me down. Yeah, these are banging. I definitely recommend you try them. However, if you have, I'd love to know what you think. Like I said, they're not really hot. There's just enough there to make a difference, which is what I think they probably intended for it to be, you know, more of a seasoning than a kick, if you will. But yeah, I bet they're banging if you do them over a proper barbecue. Anyway, as always, I'd love to know what you think. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.